Boom, baby. We are live. Guys, welcome to Interview with a Man. Sorry I'm late. Boom, baby. I am just miserable in this fucking Arctic tundra that is Tokyo. I got to take the Jesus piece and repent. Get away from me, you devil cold. Kudos to you guys like Scott over in Baltimore and all you Elijah up in South Dakota and all you guys in like the Wisconsin, Michigan, Young Trey, all that guys. I have no idea how you can deal with the cold and good Lord, man. Just no fucking unbelievable. Yo, MLD, post your donation link for me. Don't mind if I do. Fuck, I can go ahead and click on that link right there. Streamlabs.com/modern life dating channel. But can we make Georgie make George Bruno do that little dance with his fucking with his 15-pound weights. You pump those weights, Georgie, you dirty little girl. You dirty little girl, Georgie. Pump those weights. How's everybody doing, man? God, the webinars for the Masculine Empowerment Network. Wow, we have really hit the ground running, man. It's only Thursday morning. And, like, these webinars have been gold. We've already had Richard Cooper come through. We've already had Rollo Tomasi come through. We got Afi motherfucking Kingdom dropping fucking nuclear level truth bombs. Good Lord in heaven, man. I am so happy to have all you guys in the group. Red Pill Mamba, who I thought was a black guy, but is actually as white as ever. Really great to meet just such a cool and awesome powerful group of men, you know. And shout out to my brother Wraith. I don't know, Wraith, if you're watching, but I had no idea you had such a wealth of data. And I didn't know you were such an expert in vocations and trade.
Good work, soldier.
You know, thank you so much. Wasted John said that's with a cable mistake. What do you mean cable mistake? Will that cable not work? I already ordered it. Fuck, I hope it works. There it is. Thank you so much, Wasted John. You're the man. Yeah, I got a little, guys, before I jump into it, where the hell is that thing? Obviously, for you guys who are paying attention, Donovan Sharp's YouTube channel got banned. So I got this because I need to back up the entire channel. I've got a 4 terabyte solid state drive here. It's a good one. It's from Samsung. It was expensive too. It was fucking $800. But I need to connect this. So my problem is I need to connect. I guess this is a SATA right here. This part right here. Can you guys see that? I need to connect that to like a 6-prong power unit on a Corsair. So if anybody wants to help me out with that, shoot me a DM on Instagram or something along those lines, because I need to back this channel up just in case, my Lord and Savior, my YouTube overlords, praise YouTube, all worship the mighty Lord that is YouTube, and Susan Wojcinski. Don't ban my channel, for the love of God. I agree with all of your stuff. There are 74,000 genders. Murder that baby. Fuck yeah. Woman's right to choose. Women are better than men. What's the script, guys? Oh yeah, white people are bad. All colored people are better than white people. What else am I supposed to say? Oh, gay people are better than straight people. Gay pride, all that stuff is totally love, and anybody who celebrates straight pride is hate-filled bigot. Definitely don't vote for Donald Trump. What else do we got here? What else do I have to say? Just keep me. Oh yeah, injecting children with hormones at the age of 7 for them to transition to the other 74 genders. Totally normal. Anybody who opposes that is a hate-filled bigot. Nick D, yeah, the wage gap. We have to fix the wage gap. So YouTube overlords, please do not, do not ban me, okay? Cody, can you tell me Telegram what to do? I don't know, man. I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm dumb. All I know how to do is bang a lot of broads and make money and, teach people how to be hot dudes. Force is feminine. Guns are bad. Yep, guns are bad. We got to do that too. Alrighty. Pharmaceuticals are great. So, guys, should we just jump into it? Do we just want to jump into it? All right, let's do this. Okay. So, this is our boy, Roosh V. Now, a lot of people worship this guy as some sort of Ayatollah, some sort of amazing king of alpha male kind of guy. I've always been skeptical of him because I'm a really good psychological profiler. Now, you have to realize there's two types of people in the world when it comes to guys that are getting women. It's one thing if you get women, you have a lot of sex, which a lot of his stuff just doesn't add up, okay? And there's a lot of red flags here with Roosh claiming to be some massive, amazing pickup artist. One of the biggest problems here is, if you guys don't know, he has extreme narcissism. If you take a look at his Twitter profile, right here, right? You got a guy. There's little things here, little X factors. First, this is the first thing. Following 0. That's a pretty big narcissism thing here. So if you guys that don't know what's going on with old Roosh here, apparently he has found God. Okay? So, he's kind of fallen victim to a same pattern I've seen with a lot of these PUA guys. Because I'm not a PUA. I'm a playboy for life. I'm a men's coach. Okay, that's what I am. I'm a dating coach, men's coach. Team ejaculate and evacuate till the day I hit the motherfucking ground. Okay, like this song right here. Like this Eminem thing I was listening to. Till I collapse, motherfuckers, okay? Till I collapse, this pimping is in my blood, okay? It's gonna be forever in me. Now, for those of you who know of a PUA guy named Mystery, he also had a mental breakdown publicly on the internet. I don't know what's up with these guys having mental breakdowns on the internet, but Mystery had some breakdown and he's like, I'm gonna go study to become a nurse and all this shit, and all because he got locked down with some girl. Same thing with Neil Strauss. He said oh, I fell in love with this girl, then he got a divorce. And these guys, just because they get a little bit of ass doesn't mean they're fucking true pimps, because a real pimp has his emotions under control and he doesn't fucking spiral into, mental mental insanity, really. Because now Roosh is denounced. It's very, I come from the Pentecostal church, right? Me and my Lord and Savior here, Jesus Christ, right? Gotta kiss the white gold Jesus. And with Roosh here, he has claimed to come from God, and he has claimed to renounce his player lifestyle, and now he is born again, and all this shit. But the reality is, if he was really, truly converted to God in the fullest sense that the Christians want, he would delete all of his dating platform books. He would delete all his
was
blogs.
my year. 2016 is also my year.
Oh,
Every year
thank you,
is my
Christopher
fucking
Baker,
year.
for the $2 super chat. It says, I know a woman who claims to be Mystery's ex. You know, with this situation here, when somebody claims to do something for Christianity, but then they don't go all the way, it raises a lot of alarms. And he's still selling his sex books. He's still going around giving his tour of America and all this shit. It just doesn't add up. So I want to talk about this. I start here. He said, this is from his speech, what I've learned about life. And I just want to point out a couple of things that I've noticed. An anonymous source provided this video to me, and I watched it quite hilariously, ironically, and stomach-turningly. And we're just going to talk about this. We're going to talk how Roosh got cucked and played by the easiest sign for me to spot, and as well as the men in my group. And, you know, it just seems elementary to avoid the red flags that he had established, or that this girl had established, rather, that he was dating, but he still got cucked. So we're going to take a look at this right now. I want you to listen to what he has to say. This is him talking about the beginning of him getting cucked by this girl, and this apparently led him to God. We're going to point out some other things as well, and I would like to know if anybody would. I'm going to kind of hint at it, but I want to see if you guys can get what I'm getting at. Check it out.
Are obsessed with keeping their power. And as we are living in a moment now, we see the extents they go to hold on to power. Let me sip on the soy juice.
Cracking his own jokes. Obviously, he's the king of comedy. So fucking funny.
So, as my sister's treatment was coming towards the end, I would go back to the USA from Poland back.
So tell me, can anybody notice? Can anybody see what I see right now? I just would like to know. Does anybody pick up on these small little? I noticed, you know, as a psychological profiler. Does anybody see what I see right here? I want to take a look at the chat. What do you guys see? Reading a script? No. Set up the Instagram stream here too as well. There we go. We're all good. Let's see. Who's my smart guys? Who are my smarties in there? Avoiding eye contact? Nope. No eye contact? Nope. Incongruities with the nope. Sounds of the body? Nope. Looking down? Nope. You guys are looking wrong place. Bingo. Taj, the audience. Take a look at these guys. I could just tell by looking from behind. These guys are red pill masturbators. Okay, look at this guy. Kind of spaghetti stringing hair, not very kempt, beard, glasses. This guy's hair's unkempt, doesn't have much musculature to his body. Here we have a couple older guys as well. This guy looks young right here with the back of his ears and his hair. But he doesn't really strike me as a good-looking guy from behind here. And as well as this guy sitting in the front. And as well as this little gray hair down here as well, right? We have a group of guys that really, there's a certain situation with when you have an online presence that you're just going to attract a certain degree of weirdos that are going to like you no matter what. Especially when Roosh V himself, you know, God bless him, whatever. But, yeah, definitely God bless him, right? But if you could look in the eyes and listen to his whiny tone, he's kind of a weirdo, Okay? You guys have met me in real life. And you know, I'm just a man's man. I ain't a fucking weirdo. I don't have any like these weirdo god complexes. And Christian Soto, thank you for the donation, my man. You're the man. Yeah. That's what I noticed there right off the bat. So he's got a little bit of a weirdo fan base there. Let's take a look and see. Let's continue. They're all betas, exactly.
Back and forth, back and forth. Because now in Poland,
he's talking here about his sister who died of cancer, and that trauma really fucked with his head, in my opinion. That's really what this all comes about. We're gonna come about this full circle and talk about it, but I just, no disrespect to him for losing his sister or anything like that, but there's a rhyme and reason to everything, and I want to talk about that here.
Had a girlfriend. So I went back to Poland to reunite with this girl who I had been Skype chatting every week. We were deepening this relationship that started in a moment of passion, but I knew it was going to go all the way. So it went pretty well for a while, but then something happened. About 3 weeks after we decided to be exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend.
First 3 weeks, we decided to be exclusive. You take a good whiff of that. It's desperation. Are you fucking kidding me? You deciding after 3 weeks to being exclusive with a girl? 3 weeks after. Let me see. Did he say 3 weeks after? Either way, when to double down on that, okay? And when a woman tells you she wants to be exclusive, if you want to be a real red pill guy and real gorilla pimp, you got to know that shit don't mean nothing. She's only saying that to protect her self-interest. It really has nothing to do with you.
So as my sister's treatment was coming towards the end, I would go back to the USA from Poland, back and forth, because now in Poland I had a girlfriend. So I went back to Poland to reunite with this girl who I had been Skype chatting every week. We were deepening this relationship that started in a moment of passion, but I knew it was going to go all the way. So it went pretty well for a while, but then something happened. About 3 weeks after we decided to be exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend, she was in my apartment shack and she was on the phone speaking in Polish. And I couldn't understand everything. I had taken some Polish classes, but I could pick out a word here or there. And after the phone conversation was over, she said, "Tonight I'm going to meet a friend for pizza." That's okay. You can go to pizza. But then a few hours after that, the words that she said in Polish, somehow I had translated it into my mind and decoded what she had said. Turns out that she was going to pizza all right, but with her ex-boyfriend, the first guy that she ever slept with, because I was the second.
So you think?
She lied to me. I am the godfather of the red pill. I don't take that crap.
Hello, cringe department. It's Roosh V, the CEO. Fucking hell, dude. If I ever get to the point where I'm calling myself the godfather of the red pill, somebody find me and shoot me, okay? For fuck's sake.
No. If any guy said that his girlfriend lied to him, I say, dude, she's doing some bad things. You should dump her. So I was going to follow that advice. I met up with her and I told her, I break up with you. I break up with you.
Look at the eyes. Look at those eyes right there. These are not the eyes of a mentally well person. There's something off about this right here. The audience, his bearded appearance. We'll get more into this.
It's over. She said to me, now, whenever you catch a girl in a lie, she has to respond very quickly. Because the longer it takes her to come up with the excuse, the more she incriminates herself. So what was the excuse that my beautiful girlfriend said? But he is a friend. Yeah, he's not a friend of yours. He is your ex. You left that out. You're out. It's over. But I made a mistake. I let her meet face to face with me for days where she cried and cried and cried. I had never seen so many tears in my life in such a short amount of time.
And knowing him, he probably got off on that, her crying over him, just feeding into his endless narcissism here. Yikes.
You know, from personal experience, I can't fake tears, so she can't either. And those tears are real. They're genuine, and they come from a place of pain.
See, he's like getting off on this. He doesn't realize women can turn on the faucet at a fucking hat's notice, man. At the drop of a hat, a woman can start crying, boys. That's another red flag of lack of his experience, I've noticed. But his narcissism is through the roof. That's just keeping the theme of this thing is how awesome he is, and the big funny thing is how he's getting people together to listen to his story about how fucking awesome he is.
Why? Because her love for me is very strong. It is deepening. So I'm looking at her crying. I'm like, man, I guess she really likes me now. Look at all this pain this poor girl is in. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe it was some kind of accident. Guys, it's not like she had sex with her ex-boyfriend after pizza, right? So I'm thinking about it. Is this the right call? And then a few days after that, she comes to my apartment with my favorite cup of coffee from the cafe, and she gives it to me with the biggest puppy dog expression I had ever seen.
And he was probably loving this. Oh, this young girl is begging to be back with me. And I am just the Ayatollah here. And she had brought her sacrificial offering of coffee to my altar. And I decided to forgive her.
And I looked at her. There's no way she is capable of doing wrong of any sort. So what did I do? I took her back. Do you think
Now, if you're a guy like Roosh who claims to have had sex with all these women, why are you making such amateur hour mistakes like this? If a woman lies to you and she goes and meets her ex-boyfriend, there's one of two things you can do. You can still stay with her, but just cheat on her and just, use her as a utility to your life. Make sure she's cleaning and doing the laundry and whatever. And you're kind of really not attached to her. You're more attached to like the servitude and companionship. And, after you date a girl for a while, the relationship sex kind of dwindles off because it's just not the same. Or you get rid of her. You absolutely get rid of her. But he took her back and he welcomed her with loving open arms. Strike number 2.
I paid for doing that? We'll find out right now.
Tell us more about your awesome story.
Now, I must say that this was pretty close to the aftermath of the meetup outrage, and my sister's cancer treatment was coming to an end. I didn't want to be alone during that time. So I took her back, and I hoped that things would get better. But a month or two after that, there was a new problem. She kept going to that same bar that I picked her up in. Now I stopped going there.
Who wants to point it out? Which one of you enlightened men in my audience wants to point it out? Who sees it? Who heard it? Anybody? Bueller? Good job, Christian. Club. Yep. Exactly.
So, you have accepted the truth.
So, now we have Roosh V doing the whole wifing up a girl that he met in a fucking bar. Guys, if you meet a woman in a nightclub or a bar or on a dating application, there's a 75, 85, 95% chance she's not good material for long-term relationships. Strike number 3 now. Amateur hour. How the fuck is this even? How is it even being considered? And you're wondering why she's going back to the club? First of all, why do you not have tabs on your woman? Second of all, why are you allowing her to go and get into this fucking club and tolerating this?
Had a beautiful girlfriend. Why would I still go there? And I said, yeah, I don't like it that you go there. But it's her favorite bar, guys. It's the only out of 50 bars in town. It's her favorite one. Happens to be the biggest pickup joint. And all her friends go there. And the drinks are so cool. And she kind of argued. No, she wants to keep on going there. But then once my friend, one night at around 12, he sent a text. He was like, yeah, your girlfriend is just here hanging out. I got fed up with it. I said, you cannot go there anymore. She cried.
Guys, if it gets to the point that you're forbidding women to do certain things, it's already too late. If she's acting defiantly like this, it's a wrap. And he's already corrected her multiple times. I would give him the benefit of the doubt if he corrected her once and she adjusted her behavior. But this is unacceptable.
Cried and yelled hours. I don't believe she's that attached to this stupid bar. But I held my stance. I said, no, you cannot go there. And finally, she agreed. Yes, this is how things should be. The man should lay down the law and the woman follows it. This is going to work now. So things after that went pretty dang well. And she seemed very red-pilled. She knew of my blogs and my videos, and she was down. She agreed with it.
No such thing as a red-pilled woman. There's no fucking such thing. This is strike number 4. Red Pill Mamba in the chat said it too. All her friends are thoughts. Strike number 5. Is this fucking amateur hour? A woman usually molds to the identity of the man she's with. If you, let's just say, if you're a fucking carnivore, she'll become a carnivore. If you like fucking MMA, she'll start liking MMA. If you like fucking Dallas Cowboys, she's going to like the Dallas Cowboys. If you like cooking and eating healthy, she's going to like cooking and eating healthy. That happens 90% of the time in relationships. She's not red-pilled. She was molding to you.
She would join me in mocking these, cold women in the USA. She even liked Donald Trump. What are the odds that I met a 22-year-old Polish girl who liked Donald Trump? It was like a needle in a haystack. She liked him, thought me liking him was something cute. But she was a little bit hesitant when I brought home a mammoth photo of Donald Trump and put it on my wall. I thought she would be more excited. She said, "Do you really want Donald Trump to watch us making love?" Yes, I do. And Donald Trump has watched us make love many, many times. My sister, her cancer treatment was done. The doctor said, we do not detect any cancer in your body. Go and live your life just like you were doing before, as if experiencing this trauma of a cancer experience would make that simple. I started to bounce back from the meetup outrage. Things were looking up. So since it's pretty clear that me and my girlfriend, this is going all the way, it's going the distance. When things were calm, I planned a beautiful seaside vacation on the Mediterranean Sea. And I took...
I'm going to vomit. Guys. Oh, this is just a headache. You don't plan and do vacations and shit centered around your girl. You plan vacations and everything around yourself, and your girl is lucky to come along for the ride. And if she wants to fucking bitch and moan about the vacation, then you can stay your fucking ass at home, because I'm go without you. So here we have now him playing Beta Bucks game, planning a whole vacation just for her.
Took her there, and I remember we went to a restaurant by the sea. We could feel the sea breeze, and there was a man with long hair playing Spanish guitar. Such a romantic vibe.
Romance is a lie sold to men. Women don't want romance 9 times out of 10. We talk about this in the webinars recently. But this fool, I mean, if I could say anything about Roosh V and his prevalence, I would just say he was first to document his sexual experiences on the internet. That's the big thing. Right? Guys have been getting tons of pussy for the longest time. And the biggest thing is this. And here's a red pill for all you guys, and it's even to an extent gonna discredit me, but it's just the truth, and that's all I fucking offer you guys. The most pimps of all pimps, the gorilla pimps of most gorilla pimps, the hottest dudes of the hottest dudes, when they are out having tons and tons of sex with multiple beautiful women, the last thing they do is get on the internet and write a fucking blog about it. They don't document it. They don't do all this shit. They just live that Playboy life in the shadows. Roosh was just lucky enough to be one of the first people to document it. And therefore, he got his relevancy in the dating world by attracting other nerds based off of the way that he writes. That's the reality of it all.
And then she leaned into my ear and said, "I love you." I loved her too, guys.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't give a shit when my girl tells me she loves me. If a girl tells me she loves me, I'm like, you better fucking love me. You better love me because I'm the fucking man. Like, I demand love and respect from you. I just can't. It doesn't add up. As a guy who's been, as a guy like myself, as a super player myself, it doesn't add up for a guy who like him who claims to be with more than 200 girls to fall for such easy traps. I don't know.
I'm so glad I took her back. I'm so glad I put up with her resistance to doing the right thing, not going to that bar. And during the trip, I took so many beautiful photos of her with my expensive DSLR camera.
Strike
and I would do
number 5 billion, you idiot. When you sit around and you're dating a girl and you take tons and tons of beautiful photos, all she's going to do is take those photos, post it on Instagram, post it on Facebook, and use it to get a lot of attention, and it's inadvertently going to attract a lot of males, and that opens the door for potential infidelity. Amateur hour, dude. This should be called What I've Learned About Life as an Amateur Fake PUA.
it so she would be in focus, but the background had this artistic fuzz to it. We were on the sea and the town squares and the markets. Oh, I took photos of her. And then after the trip was done, I organized them, cropped them, made them excellent. I spent hours because it's easy to say I love you. It's very easy. But to show it, that takes a bit more. And a token of my love was these photos.
Bro, a token of your love is tolerating and keeping a woman around. Again, amateur hour. I got some love between my legs for you, baby. That's the love I've got.
So we went back. Now we're starting to talk about marriage and family. I guess I would have to live in Poland. I didn't plan on living in the USA. I thought that I was done there. We were starting to talk about that. And then one Sunday afternoon, we were lying in bed and she was on her laptop and she was on Facebook. And I remember at the time I looked at her screen, there was just a profile of some guy. And then I said, "Who's that?" And she said, "No one." Okay, it's a bit weird. I'll make a mental note. A couple weeks after that, I was looking at the local news, and there was a picture of the graduating police officer.
That's another strike right there. What is this, strike number 7, 8, 9? If she says nobody, that you need to fucking immediately investigate into that. Because it's definitely somebody.
Officer class. And a third of the graduates were women who were very petite and thin. And I said, these little women cannot keep the peace on the mean Polish streets. I was expecting my red-pilled girlfriend to agree with me. And she looked at me with a frown and she said, "You think there are things a man can do that a woman can't?" Yes, actually I do. And she got in.
Notice how he laughs at his own joke only. God. Hello, cringe department? Are you there?
Into this argument with me that if she was in great danger and two petite officers came to save her, she'd be fine with that instead of two men who are big and
Yikes. Good call, Angelo. It seems like he's more distraught about his one-itis than losing his sister. Yeah, dude. Because this is the Roosh show. Man, he says some fucking crazy fucked up shit later down the road here about his sister passing away. And it's just like, I can't even believe what he said. And it was just like, just peak fucking narcissism. I can't even. Well, let's continue.
And strong. Something was going on. This wasn't what she had shown me for the prior year. Then, a week after that, we got into a conversation about a craze that was sweeping the United States. Twerking. Does everyone here know what twerking is, or do I need to show you? So at the time, it was in all the music videos, just
Cringe.
girls jiggling their butts,
Cringe.
and I'm supposed to like it. I thought it was dumb, but anyway. So then we wondered, has twerking come to Poland? So I did a YouTube search, and she was there, and we found a video. And there was a Polish girl doing something like a belly dance. I said, I'm an expert in twerking, and this is a belly dance. This is not twerking. And then I looked at my girlfriend, and she said, that really hurts me. I said, what? She said, it hurts me that you're watching that girl right now. I'm like, it's on YouTube. What do you mean? It's disrespectful to do that. That's kind of weird.
Even engaging.
Does she have
in
some
this,
guilt bottled up from?
even engaging in this type of conversation with her is another indicator of a guy who just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. God.
Doing something wrong, and she's trying to project it onto me? But what is it? I don't know what is going on, but something is going on. And there was a couple of other small things.
Chris F. with a great question says, if he is spouting all this one-itis and blue pill rhetoric, is it possible he was lying about sleeping with all the women he had in the past? Dude, if you have to ask that, I mean, it's very probable. Look at the audience members. Look at him. Does this guy look like a top-tier player to you guys? Give me a 1 in the chat if you doubt that this guy has really fucked over 200 women. If you fuck over 50 chicks, I mean, you have a pretty good basis of red pill knowledge. After 100, you're pretty solid at not to get ensnared by a woman's bullshit. Look at, and then all of these ones are just flooding the chat. Jules Verne says, never read or seen this guy before, but he weirds me out. Ah, Jules, I love you. That's fucking great. He looks like mimic of an alpha. This guy don't look like no mimic of an alpha male. Are you joking me?
Things that were so unlike her. I didn't get it. I was trying to think, is she going through a bad time? Maybe her.
Extra Guac says, guy looks more like a pedophile than anything. Ah! Ay vey.
School exams, something, but I was very patient. I'm a patient guy, guys. And then 2 weeks after that, or maybe just 1 week after that, because these hits seem to be coming in quick. I had 2 hits in one day. The first one, she told me, I signed up for a new account on the internet. I said, oh yeah? Which one? Instagram. Don't I give you enough love and attention? I said. Now you're going to go online, put up these filtered photos of your big eyes, because she had some nice eyes. You're going to put these filtered photos online so these thirsty beta males can compliment you and you can build a following. That's what you want to do.
Has anybody noticed how like weird and kind of wormy his body gestures are? And it's just the way he moves is just like very weird. I bet you know who probably can see it as well as me is my man Bearded Adam. Very keen and intelligent man. He sees very deeply into things, but the way this guy's moving and the tone of his voice and his appearance is just everything is weird and off.
And she gave me the excuse that no, she was just doing it to keep in touch with her friends. Look, you are talking to a man who knows that Instagram, what that is for.
Atrocious says, I bet we could overdub this with Islamic terrorist audio pretty easily.
She was trying to blow smoke up my butt. I said, I don't like this one bit. Something is going. She then said, well, I'll make my profile private. Yeah, so all the betas can follow you privately and thirst after you. I wasn't satisfied. And then she said, me and my friend, and then she said a friend who unfortunately was her best friend, a friend whose reputation in the town wasn't very good. She actually
so he met her in a bar. All her friends are hoes. Her best friend is a hoe. Hello? Idiot department?
propositioned one of my friends for a sex act in the nightclub. And that was my girlfriend's best friend. Hey, that was just an orange flag, guys. That wasn't a red flag, right? Me and my friend, we are planning a vacation to Budapest, Hungary. I said, what? If you've been to Eastern Europe, you know that Budapest, Hungary is not a place where you go into the petting zoo and you milk the goats. It was a party town. It's a place where you go in the town square and you get drunk with the hopes that you can drag someone back to your Airbnb. I looked at her and I said, you're not going on that trip. She erupted. I'm holding her back. My friend said you were controlling. She was just arguing with me about why she should go on this trip. I said, why didn't you ask me if I could go on this trip? She said, because you're always busy. You're with your work.
You don't ever engage in arguments with a woman. Ever. If you got a red pill knowledge and you're a gorilla pimp, there's no arguing. When they start to, get out of line, you just retract your attention. That's Pimpin' 101 right there. If she wants to stay, she's got to obey.
Trying to make the money to pay for the previous trip. So she actually pulled out the you are not emotionally available. So she's going to play that card, huh? You're this or that. You're always doing that. I said, well, guess what? I'm free. I can go with you. And then her face turned. She said, but I told my friend I would go with her. Now I was hurt.
I'm hurt too from all this
what
beta
happened
bullshit.
To my beautiful red-pilled girlfriend who likes Trump to watch us in bed, who said all these soothing, pleasing things. She just said a couple months before, I love you. That's huge, right? I mean, no one says I love you unless they mean it. I wouldn't. What is something I didn't get it, but I knew that maybe I'm losing her totally. So what do? She spent the night, but things were a little bit tense. And the next day, she had to do a chore in town. And she left her laptop on my bed. Now, I cannot violate the privacy of my girlfriend by going through all of her texts, her messages, her correspondence. Yes, I can. I opened the laptop and I had access to Facebook. I got Google Translate ready side by side. I'm ready to do what is going on. I'm going to learn the truth. looking at these chats, people from school. All right, this looks good. Girls are fine.
Strike number 10. You want to find the dirt of all dirts when you're scoping out a girl's text messages or emails or whatever. You always go and see what she is sending to her best girlfriend, because that girl knows all of the fucking dirt. All of it.
Who is that guy? That is no
My man, Trophy Dolphin says, always go to best friends chat. Man, I fucking love you, Jacob. Good work.
one. I remember his face. I loaded up their chat. Woo, it was long. It was long. I had to load high octane Google Translate for this. And I'm going line by line. What is that? Kissy faces? He's sending her kissy faces? Oh, I don't like this one bit. Turns out that every time she went to her village to visit mom and dad, the first person she would get in touch with was him. Hey, I'm in town now. Do you want to hang out tonight? Again and again and again. There was one exchange where...
Right there, you get yourself a nice little cardboard box. You pack up all her shit, and you put it outside the road, and you send her a text message like, hey, bitch, it's over. Caught your cheating ass. It's over. Right then and there. When I caught my little Hawaii bitch going off with her ex-boyfriend, I had that remote delete button for the iCloud on the Apple. I fucking nuked her phone. I nuked her laptop. I was like, you will remember the day you crossed the almighty hot dude, and you shall be lamentating over your treacherous behavior. I deleted that shit with quickness. Fuck out of here. Come on, man.
It was him that told her, do you remember that night late on the playground? I sure didn't. And then just 2 weeks before, my girlfriend said she went to the club in her village with a group of people, but there in Polish. She made plans to go to the club with him and him alone. There was no sign of anyone else coming. Maybe they came. I don't know. So she lied to me again. Now, what do I do? Well,
you continue to be a cuck. That's what you do.
I called my sister. I said, hey, sis, having some trouble with the girl.
You don't call family members about this situation. She must have been very beautiful, or at least beautiful in his eyes, for him to cling so desperately to her in order to satiate his insatiable ego. That's the only thing I can make up. That, or he's super blue pill beta.
I caught her in a lie again.
And yeah, see, Taj says the exact same thing. Why is he investing so much time in a cheating bitch? Exactly.
And this and this and this and that.
This dude is putting a damper on my day. Christian, just be happy that you're not him. Remember, guys, I don't do this shit to make you guys depressed or shit, but it is to enlighten you to the charlatans that are out there and to really notice incongruencies. Okay? There's a lot of these weirdos, like the guy who calls himself Gay Lube Oil, always making some sort of homosexual joke, calls himself Gay Lube Oil. Guys, when somebody is doing certain things like that, whatever a person constantly talks about, or whatever a person constantly uses like their moniker online, you know, these are psychological cues to what's going on inside of their brain. But it just, men are so easily deceived and stupid that they get, I mean, they line up. I mean, look at this. He's got a whole hotel room full of these fucking guys here that are loving listening to him. Just fucking... Hello, cringe department? Is that you?
I said, I think I have to break up with her. What do you think? And she said, bro, it doesn't sound like she's a good girl. Yes, that is true. So when my girlfriend came back, I guess she was a little bit shocked to see that I was not happy. I said, I found your chat. I know you've been
Yes, Gabriel. People did pay to listen to him.
chatting with him and you lied to me again. You went to the club with him. So she had to come up with an excuse really quickly. So, what is the excuse now? The excuse is no. The excuse was
He did charge for this, Bruce Jones. He did. You guys met me in Hot Dude Con. You guys know the kind of guy I am. And you've seen what the deal is with me. The incongruencies with this guy are through the fucking roof.
but you knew about it. You knew I had a friend in the town that I would hang out. I said, stop. No. I didn't know about this. I didn't know that you were meeting with him every time, late at night, kissy faces, and with the lies. No, but other people came to hang out with us in the club after. I called them, really. No, stop. So I had a big blue IKEA bag. If you've ever been there, they give you these big blue bags. I said, get your stuff and get out. But before she came in, because I'm from the USA where men go to jail when their woman calls the police on them, I set a tablet up that was set up to record everything. So now my very feminine girlfriend, when I was telling her to get out, she got kind of violent. She was pushing, she was getting in the way. I said, can you push me?
If a woman has the audacity to get physical with you, she has already ran mental calculations in her mind, knowing that you're bitch made and you won't do anything about it.
Good work, soldier.
So, DDB, thank you, says, note to self, don't be like this loser. Oy vey. Thank you so much, my brother. Guys, that's going to do it for today. But do you want me to come back and continue and finish this video? Give me a number 4 in the chat because I got to go do the webinars for the Masculine Empowerment Network right now. Number 4's in the chat. Let me see if you guys want me to do this. We could do it again on Monday. So I'm going to make it. It looks like the 4s are coming in. I expected they would. I'm going to make a note here. So we're at the 1 hour, 35 minute, and 34 second mark. I'm going to be probably feeling a lot better on Monday. I'm still a little jet lagged and a little sick, so, just dragging a little bit. So obviously today's episode started a little late, but I was kind of experimenting with if this would be beneficial to you guys. So it looks like it's really great, and I think that's the thing. We're going to come back here, and we're going to do it on Monday. So, yeah, guys, just, oh, Lord, for the love of our Savior, Jesus. Guys, this gets way, way cringier, man. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning of the fucking cringe. If you've cringed now, oh, Father in heaven above, man, wait until you see what we're going to fucking cover on Monday. It is yikes.org. It is full stop yikes department. Oh, Lord, man, I'm telling you. Guys, please don't be like this. Please don't be like this. Alrighty. Until then, I'll see you guys on Monday. We're going to be back live tomorrow. Free consultation Friday. Calling on in with all your free questions answered. And, until then, I'll see you boys in the webinar for all the men in the Masculine Empowerment Network. Peace out.